to help out his team.
So the Hornets starting 5. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Max Christie is out there with Flag. And it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. Around the middle part of the year, Clark, how much are these teams looking to the future?
Well, it's hard not to. I mean, it's human nature to kind of look ahead. Coaches and players that are leaders on their respective teams have to keep themselves and their teammates in the moment. And that's part of the coach's responsibility, I think.
Now here's Miller. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. To the paint. Here's Diabate. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And Ball definitely has the passing DNA. Some of his dime drops are really sweet.
Pass to Flag. Six to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Washington. Ball with the rebound. Bridges against Washington. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Such an athletic guy. Bridges just hammers it down.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. There's Ball with a 3. Fires in the triple.
You can't give Ball any daylight out on the perimeter.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Christie with a screen on Ball. To the inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Bridges outside. Back to Ball. This one for 3. Counted from distance. Ball's got 6.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Marshall outside. Washington up top. Gafford with a screen on Bridges. Back to Marshall. Pass to Christie. 5 to shoot. The 3 from Washington. Gets the 3 to fall.
Washington will match your threes because he's got game from outside.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at the Mavericks, way down in the conference standings. Lots of ground to make up in the final half of the year. Gafford passes to Washington. Here's Flag. Shot clock at 6. Washington, a screen on Ball. Here's Flag. The rebound by Bridges.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Diabate. Lays it up and banks it in. Diabate's got his second basket of the night.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Washington outside. There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. This is another, just 1 of 4 from the floor.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Miller outside. Back to ball. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Marshall. Still no points. Pass to Flag. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Hornets leading by 11. Miller on the wing, down low. Bridges. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Now Gafford. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Charlotte. They're on an 18-5 run. And here's Ball. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. It's Bridges on the wing. The offensive rebound. Here's Miller. Again, Charlotte.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Checked in for Charlotte. All right, now we have a moment. Here are the most efficient teams from range over the past month. Second, Charlotte.
Tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
Outside Christie. Pass to Flag. Now here's Christie. 6 to shoot. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Hornets leading by 12. Here's Diabate. It's Bridges on the wing. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Sexton misses. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 so far. Gafford passes to Marshall. Now here's Washington. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Christie. Another 3 for Dallas.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Charlotte, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Here's Marshall after Charlotte's 3-pointer on the other end. Pass to Flag. Fires for 3. Doesn't go for him.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Well, Clark, what's something that sets Miles Bridges apart from his fellow NBA players?
How about we start with toughness? I mean, he's a physical presence out there. He loves a challenge, highly competitive. I like his physicality on the wing. I mean, he invites contact, and he's not shying away from anyone.
Up top, Marshall, and here's Washington. Here's Flag. Coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And not to be overlooked, his playmaking made a difference as well.
Pass to Gafford. Wide open look. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
Ball finds Bridges. Fires high post with the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Diabate's got 6 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Hornets leading by 14. Back to ball. The three ball. Doesn't drop. He's 4 for 5. Well, the Mavericks shooting 33% in the first quarter. Washington a screen on ball. Outside Christie. Here's Flag. Again the miss by the Mavericks.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
There's Ball with a three. Outside for Sexton. And here's Knippel from the arc. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, they're getting pummeled on the offensive board so far.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. If you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Now here's Washington. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Milwaukee. Gafford the screen. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Now here's Sexton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pure from three-point range.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Mavericks trail by 17. Pass to Robinson Earl. Here's Flag. Gafford with a screen on Green. Here's Flag outside. The rebound by Bridges.
Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
Back to Ball. Driving inside. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Ball's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Sexton. He's guarded by Nembhard. Gafford with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hornets will retain possession.
Usopp Cisse, Caleb Martin, Klay Thompson, D'Angelo Russell.
And here's Charlotte now. They have a 19-point lead. Bridges misses. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. Martin with a screen on Sexton. Dallas no good that time either. Charlotte leading by 19. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Klay Thompson last season climbing into the top 5 all-time for three-pointers made and continues to knock them down for Dallas. He said, my game fits this team so well as far as stretching the floor, playing hard defense, and being a two-way guy. He's looking to add a new chapter to his legacy. Guys?
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. All right, thank you, Allie. Here's Russell. After the basket by Charlotte. He drops it from range.
You know, you look at Russell, and the green light is always on from there for him, and he shoots it with confidence.
Ball looks over the floor, and he banks in the layup. Ball's got 15.
They're really working the paint now.
Mavericks trail by 20. Pass to Martin. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Russell from outside. Rebounded by Green.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
The three from Ball. That shot, no good. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Sexton against Nembhard. Martin with a screen on Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson outside. They grab their own miss. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. Back to the game after this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, the Hornets enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the floor for Charlotte, Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Green. Then there's James. Then there's Colin Sexton.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now here's Nembhard. Yet to see a basket. Back to Thompson. Takes a three. And the Mavericks, another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Sexton. It's tipped. Here's Robinson Earl. He's guarded by Bridges. Robinson Earl, the pass to Nembhard. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Nembhard. Launches it. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Mavericks trail by 14. Outside Russell. Nembhard, a screen on Bridges. Russell with the ball, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Shots blocked! Ooh, powered down with both hands.
The ridiculous speed of Sexton. When the break is on, he knows how to flourish.
Nembhard outside. Thompson passes to Robinson Earl. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Miller's checked in for Charlotte. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a two-time champion as an assistant clerk.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
Sends it home from three-point land. Miller's got 5.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Washington outside. Nembhard, a screen on Bridges. Here's Washington. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Inside. Outside for Green. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Pass to Washington. Here's Flag. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. Offensive board. Nembhard outside. Tries again. He gets it in there. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside, Green. Miller outside, 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Miller's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Some nice ball movement by Dallas. There's a screen by Marshall. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Green. Hornets leading by 16. Bridges outside. Takes a 3. Robinson Earl with a rebound.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Pass to Nembhard. Marshall outside. Here's Robinson Earl. Nembhard outside. Now Marshall takes the 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Nembhard against Sexton. Miller outside. They set the screen to the paint. Rob! Here's Washington, and Washington powers it through.
Well, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Dallas making a change here. Gafford's checked in. Charlotte also making some changes. Knippel's checked in for Green. And it's Ball in for Sexton. Hornets leading by 14. Here's Knippel. He's got 5. Ball right side. It's Bridges on the wing. Clock at 6. Pulls it. Gafford grabs the miss.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Pass to Marshall. To the inside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. First one falls for him. And Clark with the landmark decisions opening the door to NIL revenue for athletes in college and even in high school. It's the wild, wild west for amateur basketball.
There's no question the landscape is chaotic, dizzying even. But they deserve a slice of that pie, and this is a long time coming. Kids have an opportunity to leverage their talent to get paid right now. And in some cases, begin the process of creating generational wealth before they even become of age to vote. That's a pretty powerful combination.
Now here's Ball. 15 points in the game. Ball's doubled. Pass to Knippel. Stolen by Gafford. Here's Marshall. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Charlotte leading by 12. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Ball against Nembhard. Gafford passes to Washington. Nembhard outside. Shot clock at 6. Dallas no good that time either. Charlotte has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Pass to Miller. He got a piece of it. Now here's Nembhard. Now here's Washington. Tries the 9-footer. Drained it for 2 points. Washington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, Washington brings terrific strength to his inside game. He plays with quite a bit of force and fought his way into that shot.
Pass to Knipple. Now Miller. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Washington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nembhard with it. Gafford finds Washington. Marshall on the wing. Launches it from deep. And it's Washington missing.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Christie's checked in for Nembhard. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. Marshall outside. Pass to Gafford. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Flagg outside. Williams grabs the board.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Miller. 7 points in the game. Over to the left wing. Ball outside. From deep. No good that time.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Flagg. Drills it. He's now 1 for 8 in this one.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Charlotte leading by 12. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
And Charlotte shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Knipple. Now here's Miller. Ball outside. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Ball.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Marshall outside. Here's Flagg. 1:42 left in the first half of this one. And it's Washington missing.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Ball outside. Pass to Miller. Fires for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Flagg outside. On target from range. Flagg's gotten his second bucket on the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Miller. 10 points for him. Back to Ball. Oh, with a head of steam. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ball's got 17 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Washington inside, working on Williams. 5 on the clock. Pass to Flagg. For 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today. And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Washington outside. From the arc. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, a sizable lead. 4 teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, these guys can't hit the threes. Pretty hard to win like that these days.
Maybe they went to the Dr. O'Neill's School of Shooting.
Big talk for somebody who averaged 11.9999, a.k.a. 12 points a game.
That's over a long time of years.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
When I look at Dallas, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so it's Dallas with it. It's a 14-point game. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Flagg is out there with Max Christie, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And here's Flagg outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Knipple's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Ball. 3-pointer. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Flagg. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Knipple. Miller right side. The kick out to Ball. 4-3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, BA. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back to you.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Dallas shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets, Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances after the Pelicans. And, you know, BA, with no immediate postseason prospects, Charlotte fans have to understand this is going to be a process that takes some time. D is fully aware of Ball's threat to score. He took advantage of their anxiousness that time.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And that one falls for Ball. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion, and he knows what to do when he catches the basketball. And he's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Ball. He's got 22. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The three. Christie with a rebound.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Here's Washington. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Washington's got 9 points.
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
Ball outside. Screen by Bridges. Pass to Miller. From behind the arc. Gafford grabs the miss.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Washington inside. He's against Bridges. And it's Washington missing. Charlotte leading by 14. Now Ball. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Here's Miller. They get it again. Here's Diabate, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Daniel Gafford picks one up. Charlotte shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Mavericks trail by 15. Pass to Flag. And here's Christie. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Gafford with a screen on ball. And here's Flag outside. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Bridges. Tipped. And here's Gafford. 10 points for him. Pass to Flag. Washington outside. Here's Gafford. And here's Flag outside. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Diabate. Now Ball puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Flag. 5 points in the game. Pass to Marshall. Washington outside. Now here's Gafford. And here's Marshall. 6 to shoot. And here's Flag outside. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Diabate's got 9.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Mavericks trail by 17. Marshall outside. Pass to Flag. Here's Washington. Offensive rebound. Let's see some of the numbers here for Brandon Miller.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And he can't get the first one. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Hornets leading by 17. Ball outside. Pass to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. And they get it back. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. Looking at our 2K leaderboard, these teams have been absolutely fantastic hitting the offensive boards. Number 1, Charlotte.
Their physicality underneath has been generating a lot of second chance opportunities. We'll see if they can maintain that level of intensity.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Flag. He's got 5. Over Ball. Left side Christie. Shot clock at 2. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Christie's got 8.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
Bridges outside. Ball outside. From downtown. Miller outside. The 3. Diabate. Great positioning on the putback. Diabate's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Miller finds Ball. To the middle. Miller against Christie. Three-pointer, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Marshall. No made baskets yet. And the dunk by Gafford.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Pass the ball. Nifty move. Ball outworks the contact inside.
Boy, I really like that aggressiveness from Ball, taking it right into the defense.
Marshall outside. Here's Flag. 5 points in the game. Hits the trifecta. Flag's got his third basket on the night right there.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flag, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
Christie's shot is off.
I think everybody in the building expecting him to make that collective shot.
Pass to Miller. Ball outside. Back to Miller. Ball finds Miller. The kick out to Ball from outside the arc. Ball with another miss.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Stolen by Miller. Throws it up high, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Pass to Gafford. And here's Washington. Again, the miss by Dallas.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
Nice passing by Charlotte here. And Ball throws it down.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Mavericks trail by 16. Now here's Gafford. 14 points for him. Here's Flag. Washington outside. Pass to Flag. Back to Washington. This one for 3. Ball with the rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Diabate. He's got 11. That three's off the mark. Washington with the ball.
Come to me.
2 minutes.
Here's Flag.
In the third. 2 minutes.
Shoots over Ball and misses it off the right side of the rim. Hornets leading by 16. Here's Knipple. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Flag. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Marshall. Here's Flag to the right side. The 3 from Washington. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's. Here's Knipple. He's got 7. Now here's Ball. Miller outside, beyond the arc. Mavericks with a rebound. Gafford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Washington outside. Over to the wing. Here's Flagg. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Now here's Miller. He's got 10. They set the pick. Gafford with the block. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Now Washington. 9 points in the game. To win the cold spell. The putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. Season high for rebounds tonight, just outworking his opponent. We'll be right back after this word. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
And Jason Kidd citing one of the things that can happen over the course of an evening, a breakdown in communication.
The problem is, even in a league of superstars, this is ultimately a team game. You have to work together to succeed.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. 4th quarter on the court for the Hornets. We've got Colin Sexton. He's out there with Ball. And it's Miller in a small forward. Out to the right wing. Thompson outside. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And here's Ball. And he lobs it up.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Nembhard, the pass to Thompson. Let's go with a 3. Sexton grabs the board. Hornets leading by 18. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Ball against Russell. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 11 in the second half.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
Pass to Thompson. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, is very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Sexton, count the basket. And the Hornets lead by 19.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Pass to Flagg. Thompson outside. Here's the pick. And here's Russell. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Hornets. Here's Ball. Outside for Sexton. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Flagg's got 4 rebounds now. Nembhard outside. Pass to Thompson. Shoots over Miller. Thompson, no good. Charlotte leading by 16. Now here's Ball. And here's Miller. Outside Sexton. Shoots. Sexton, another miss.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
The 3-ball. And there's Thompson on the assist by Flag.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Salah. Outside Sexton. Looking to get back on track. And that one drops.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Mavericks trail by 15. Here's Flag. Thompson outside. Fires the 3. And they'll get another chance. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Miller can't get it to go.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. On defense, Dallas. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Miller against Christie. Down low. Washington outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Sexton passes to Bridges. To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Marshall on the wing. Pass to Flag. Gafford with a screen on Sexton. To the inside. It's stolen. Here's Knippel. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. It's blocked. Sexton with it. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Shooting one.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And you look at Colin Sexton, puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
The Hornets making a switch here. Ball's checked in. That free throw good from Sexton. Mavericks trail by 18. Here's Flag. Gafford with a screen on Sexton. Pass to Washington. Marshall outside. Here's Flag. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from downtown.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Charlotte leading by 15. Here's Diabate, the three from Ball. And it's Flag with a rebound. Flag's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Marshall. Pass to Gafford. Six on the shot clock. Here's Flag. Check by Sexton. Here's Flag. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Flag's got 5 points now this quarter. Sexton looking around. Now Ball. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Flag's got 7 rebounds in the game. Washington outside. Pass to Flag. Gafford with a screen on Ball. And here's Flag outside. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Diabate's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Now Ball. And here's Bridges, defended by Christie. To the left wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Christie. Pass to Gafford. Outside Christie. There's the triple. Fires in the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Charlotte leading by 10. Outside Sexton. Now Ball. To end the drought. Outside for Sexton. Pass to Ball. The three is up. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got rebound number 7 tonight. And here's Gafford. Here's Flag. Back to Gafford. Outside Christie. 6 to shoot. Here's Flag. Check by Sexton. Bridges pulls it down.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Oh, it misses. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Washington. Flag outside. The sweet reverse. Nice finish.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Making a switch here. Miller's checked in.
Now on the floor for Charlotte, number 24, Brandon Miller.
Their biggest lead of the game was 21. In tight, LaMelo.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
2 minutes remaining to the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Washington.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for 2, P.J. Washington.
Good on the first, and that brings him within single digits.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
And so Washington nails both of them. Now here's Ball. 1:46 left to play in the fourth. Miller outside. Just 5 to shoot. Let's loose for 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Give Bridges a lot of credit there. I mean, these kinds of passes can really fortify team chemistry.
Bridges against Washington. Gafford with a screen on Bridges. It's off.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these. Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Hornets.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for LaMelo Ball.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
Now here's Miller. Jacks up a 3. The 3 is in.
For 3. Flag.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian.